Hi guys, what a absolute perfect example of how broken, how mismanaged and broken our system really is. This one is for Magistrate Pappas from the Melbourne Drug Court, Magistrate Tony Parsons from the Melbourne Drug Court, Magistrate Fitzgerald from the Melbourne Drug Court, Adam, the clinical advisor from the first time of my Melbourne Drug Court, Moonboot Bart, aka Cream Pie, from the Melbourne Drug Court, Jenny LaFaro from Odyssey House from Melbourne Drug Court, Louise from Melbourne Drug Court. Now, there was a lovely lady on the wonderful Guido Hatzis's Tony Moclair's afternoon program, and what her job is, she is an animal behavioural expert. And a person rang up, whether they were being sarcastic or whether they were being genuine, who knows. But a lovely sounding lady rang up and said that her dog was more and more aggressive and, started good and had been being more mischievous. We've spent money on trying to get it right, and like, it was almost just speaking like that, right? So, and she goes, we spent a lot of money on getting it right, but they told us that it was my fault because I spoilt too much when it was younger. And the wonderful behavioural expert said, well, if somebody's told you that, from my belief, that's a load of nonsense. Oh, that's right, because her dog had a trauma. It had a trauma. Somebody did something bad to it and broke its arm. So the wonderful professional animal behaviour expert said, whoever told you that it's because you spoilt that animal after it's had a trauma, that's a load of nonsense. She was very short and blunt. You could tell it annoyed her. And then she went on to explain how if the animal has had trauma put on it, I wish I had it on tape because she said it perfectly. Like, basically what I was thinking is, well, here's the system who's literally sex offended me. Here's the Victorian Drug Court order. The jail system, the police have literally repeatedly weaponized a sex offense against me, including, making light of institutional sex abuse as a minor, which is the redress scheme, the compensation for institutional abuses, not even sexual. So it was just a perfect example of how the system got things so wrong, and for them to even have their nose out of joint, for me telling them to go F themselves, is absolutely as ludicrous, as ridiculous as it sounds. And just a fine example of how wrong our experts get it, all the way to magistrate. The magistrates, all the way to the magistrates who are the problem. The magistrate Pappases with their stinky pig snouts firmly in the trough, all at the Pappas Christmas table, snorting up the money made out of misery, the industry that is law and order. But in their deluded brains, in her deluded mind, she's thinking we're doing for the best. Oh, well, there was nothing we could have done, you see. I mean, we had no other alternative but to weaponize a sex offense. Just scumbags, literal scumbags. But they're all right. They're the Jacinta Allens. They're on $500,000 a year or something ridiculous. Who cares? At the end of the day, if they fail, nobody holds them to account yet. There's no statute of limitations on the crimes you committed, Magistrate Pappas. No allegedlys. Speak soon, guys.